Hello, Steve White, Steve White's 89. Well, we finally got a trailer for Masters of the Universe Revelations. It's about 1 minute 22 long. I'm not really excited by it. I mean, it's a cruel, cruel thing. The animation looks good. The designs look good, but I'm not a stupid person. I'm very much aware of the fact that this preview is made up of scenes from the first 15 minutes of the first episode before they change everything. So I can't get excited about it. I can't enjoy it. I know what's going to happen. I know after about 15 minutes they're going to either literally or symbolically knock He-Man off, and then the show's going to be about Teela. So we're not going to get anything more than half an episode, which I guess actually is probably more like 10 minutes, where it's going to resemble the universe that we enjoyed from the original Masters universe. So it's just depressing. And they're mocking us. They go into Bonnie Tyler's Hero song, and they're just making fun of us. They're like, yeah, we need a hero because we just these man babies who just need He-Man because we just. It's very subtle. It's very clever, but it's very condescending and insulting. And they're just this is it's just really sad. It's the tragedy of the current state of Hollywood and genre, that someone like me who's been a fan of He-Man my whole life can't watch this and enjoy it or be excited about it, because I know what it is. I know what it's going to be, and I know what it could have been and what it's not going to be. And it's depressing to see that minute or so and realize that they could have done an actual He-Man series. They could have continued the original series like they promised, like they marketed, like they think they've sold us on, they're going to make money out of. And it could have looked like that, and it could have been great. But we're not going to get that. Instead, we're going to get woke Teela with her girlfriend taking over from He-Man, and He-Man being non-existent, and all about her. And we've already got She-Ra. We don't need a female-centric Eternian series. We don't. We've got a She-Ra series. They could just redo She-Ra as a proper adult action, cartoon, unlike the kiddie version that we got with the DreamWorks She-Ra. They could have done that instead of literally killing off He-Man, destroying him, getting rid of him, whatever they do, because we're not exactly sure what they're going to do to him, but they get rid of him in the first 15 minutes. I keep saying 15 minutes like it's a half-hour show. I don't think it is half an hour. I think it's closer to 20 minutes, but Netflix, it could be like 28 minutes or something. But, it starts off with inside Castle Grayskull. They pull out from the hall, the throne room, whatever, out the door, and then you see the drawbridge come up, and the sorcerers are saying, you've been trying to, get Castle Grayskull forever. Skeletor, it's not going to happen. They show Skeletor. The voice is good. He does sound like Skeletor, which again is just depressing, because it would have been nice if we could have enjoyed Skeletor, bantering with He-Man, but we're not going to get any more than 10 minutes of that. They show... This is one part's confusing, actually, because Skeletor says, call your hero, or call your warrior, or whatever. And then we see He-Man on Stridor wearing like a sack that looks kind of like a hood. And I'm like, weren't we continuing on directly from the last episode? Like, where has he been? Why is he dressed like this? Who is he fooling? Does like anyone's not going to know he's He-Man? And also we do see Prince Adam turn into He-Man in the preview, so that scene is not from the start of the episode. Obviously it's he turns into He-Man. I don't know why He-Man is away from everything, that he comes back in some sort of disguise and he pulls it off and reveals his He-Man. I'm like, who's he revealing it to that wouldn't already know that's He-Man? We see Clamp Champ, we see Scareglow, we see Roton and a bunch of Rotons. We see Bashosaurus, which He-Man just catches the big, I don't know what to call it, and froze it, whatever. We see the land shark getting cut in half. So we're going to get at least a few little nods to the original series and to the toys for the first, like I said, 10 minutes. And then after that, it's going to become something else. It's going to be rebooted. And I'm still curious how they're going to do it. Are they going to shift in time? Are they going to shift in dimension? Are they going to go to another planet? Is it going to be like the original He-Man movie, where they go not to Earth, but they just go to another planet after 10 minutes, and then the rest of the series is just wasting time there, and then at the end they go back to Eternia, because they can't give us what we want. We want He-Man, we want that show. They won't do it. They refuse to give it to us. They're going to give us something else, and we're going to like it. They're going to give us Teela's adventure on some other dimension or something, without He-Man. That's what we're getting. And that, yes, this has been confirmed. Kevin Smith confirmed that, halfway through the episode, everything changes, blah, blah, blah. And it's catastrophic, and so we know what they're doing. And yeah, it's just really depressing, because you watch it and you almost get caught up for a minute, because it does look great and the character designs look good. But then you're very well aware that this is just, they're just messing with us. They're just giving us this. It's like if you saw the He-Man preview, the original He-Man film, and the preview was all the Eternian scenes, and you went, and then you get there, and they're only in Eternia for like 10 minutes, and then they're on Earth for the rest of the movie. It's that sort of bait and switch, where they want all the old fans back. They want to sort of come with our money and our collecting obsession, and just share that with this new series, but they're not actually going to give us a series. So they're trying to trick us in and showing us like the front loading with all the He-Man from the first half of the first episode, where they actually recreate the original series. But we're not going to get that. That's not what we're getting. So it's just depressing and frustrating, and I don't know what would be worse, not knowing and being excited and enjoying the first half of the episode before being disappointed, or knowing that what it's going to be from the start. Probably knowing from the start, because it's kind of like Twin Peaks Season 3. I got so excited for that. Like, every weekend for the month before the return came on, I watched like the whole of Twin Peaks, just every episode, to get all excited. And I just was so excited to get a third season. Then we didn't get it. We just got this other thing. So we marketed it. We all signed up to Stan, or whatever it was. Was it HBO in America? And then we didn't get Twin Peaks, and that's what this is going to be. Just a selfish, narcissistic, cruel joke on the fans. And if I'm wrong, great. I'm very happy to be wrong. But from all the interviews we've read from Kevin Smith, and what we've seen from the description of the series that was leaked early on, and other things, and what people who apparently know people who have been involved in the production. And I know we talk about Doomcock and sources and stuff, but the reality is people do work on these shows, and they're not all, everything's locked away in safes where people can't see. They're producing stuff. It's out there. Like, all these people are involved. There are leaks. So you do find out things. And it's just, yes. So this is my review. My review is, I can't review it because it's too depressing, because it does look great, but it's just a fake, a tease, a bait and switch. I know we're not going to get this as a series, because it basically looks like the 2002 series, but with the original designs. And that would have been great. That would have been so great. That would have been literally, because they say, 40 years. They point out it's been 40 years, and that people have been waiting for that long. And it nearly has been, because it was 82. They started developing the line in 81, I think. Might have started a bit earlier than that, but 81, and then the toys were out 82. So, but yeah, what else can I say? The animation looks good. Scareglow, it's amazing to see him for a second there. Clam Champ looks fine. We see like Orko and Teela. Teela's fighting a lot. Of course, she's the leader. She's, out in front of Man-at-Arms and everything, because it's all about her. What else we see? We see her and Evil in fighting, and that looks good as well. It all looks good. It's just, we already know what it is. You can't fool us. You can't just give us this trick, this joke, this carrot, and have us follow along, when we already know what it's going to be, because you've already done this to us. You did it with Star Trek. You promised the original Star Trek, canon Star Trek. We got, new Trek, Kelvin universe. You promised us Twin Peaks Season 3. You gave us a David Lynch film in 18 parts. I can't think of any other examples, but we've been bait and switched a bunch of times where you're told, oh, it's coming back, you're going to have it, we're going to have all the stars, blah, 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 of a series, and then they give you something totally different. They're kind of doing it with Ghostbusters, where they promise, yes, we're bringing back the original characters, but they're just in little cameos, and it's actually like basically Stranger Things, like it's like a kid Ghostbusters. So this is what we get now. All the old fans like myself, who've been loving this stuff for decades, we're not getting any more. It's over. They've taken it away from us. They've won. They've taken our toys. They're smashing them, breaking them, laughing in our faces, then going off. That's basically what's happening, just across all the fandoms and all the franchises and genres. So we just need to, sadly, just stay in the past and enjoy what we had, because we're never going to get it again. And that's what this preview says and is. So I'm going to go. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. R.I.P. He-Man.